Yes, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So we have to solve the problem if marbles are drawn. No, write down this example. A discrete random variable x has the following probability function. Corresponding table is given. You write down simultaneously. A discrete random variable x has the following probability function. X is the random variable which is defined by 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Their corresponding probabilities f of x are given by 0, k, 2k, 3k, k square, 2k square, etc. Find the value of k and probability x greater than 6. Right. So yesterday we have discussed whenever, or in the prior class, earlier class, we have discussed that whenever we have the probability for the discrete random variable. As of now, we have learned about or discussed about the discrete random variable only. Right. So for the discrete random variable, what is the condition? F of x should be greater than or equal to 0, and summation of all f of x should be equal to 1. That is how we can always consider, that is how we can always calculate or consider the values accordingly and get the answer to be obtained. So accordingly, here also I say that f of x is the probability function, then f of x should be greater than or equal to 0. Similarly, every f of x is containing k, so I will say that k should be greater than or equal to 0. Secondly, what is this condition? Summation of all f of x over x should be equal to 1. To find out the value of k, I will be requiring certain condition, and this is that condition. So add all the given corresponding probabilities and their summation will be equal to 1. Summation means we have to add them together. So after adding them together and equating with 1, you get a quadratic equation, and after that quadratic equation we will be solving the values or obtaining the answer. But quadratic equation has how many roots? Two roots. But condition for the given value k is greater than or equal to 0. So if you come across with any of the negative root, we will be discarding that negative value and considering only the positive one and moving ahead for the further calculation. So note down, if f of x is a probability function, then f of x is greater than or equal to 0, which simply implies k is greater than or equal to 0. Summation over f of x is equal to 1, and summation of all the values of k will be 1. So in this case, we find out the value of k. What is k coming out as? The quadratic equation becomes 10k square plus 9k is equal to 1. That is 10k square plus 9k minus 1 equal to 0. So k is equal to 1 by 10 or k is equal to minus 1. But here only we saw that k is greater than or equal to 0. So here I will be ignoring or excluding k is equal to minus 1. So what is the required value for k? The required value for k is equal to 1 by 10. Clear up to this?
Yes, sir.
Note it down. Yeah. So after this, what I do is I will be calculating the probability for x greater than 6. So what is x greater than 6? X is existing greater than 6 as only 7. So what is the value for that? The value for that is 7k square plus 7. Is it clear? Did you understand the meaning of this? Find the value of k. I have obtained the value of k by using the condition or the axiom that summation of f of x over x is equal to 1. So from that we will be neglecting the negative because probability function is always greater than or equal to 0. Now I have to calculate the probability for x greater than 6. What is the value for x greater than 6? It is 7. And what is the
7.
corresponding probability function? 7k
7
square
square
plus
plus
k. I have obtained the value for k. So I will be just putting down the value for k in this 7k square plus k, and that will be the probability which is obtained for x greater than 6. Clear? That is how it will be obtained and we can simplify it. So this is how the problem can be solved related to the discrete random variable. So whenever here the table was given, here there was no condition. In the earlier example, we were given with the condition or the experiment that tossing of two coins. Yes, and the appearance of one head or two head was there as per the random variable which is defined, and then we used to calculate the values accordingly. Here already they have given the chart. The table was x and f of x, corresponding values of x as random variable and their corresponding probability 0, k, 2k and so on up to for value x equal to 7. Noted up to this?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
I
sir.
hope it is clear. This is clear. 17 by 100. You can call it as 0.17 also, because probability is always less than or equal to 1. Right. And the best way to identify whether our value has come up less than 1 or not, whenever denominator is greater than the numerator, we say that the value is less than or equal to 1. Clear? Is this
Yes, sir.
is this question clear? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now this is one of the other example wherein we can find out the things. Now this question has a reference with the earlier where just you understand the concept. Drawn with replacement. Drawn with replacement means whenever marbles will be drawn with replacement, use and keep in mind that whenever I am removing one of the marble, for the second time I am replacing it. Okay. In other cases, whenever we have to calculate the probability and no condition is given that it is with replacement, we will be reducing the number of marbles. But in this case, when we are talking about with replacement, we are not reducing the marbles, we are replacing it for the other trial, right? So whenever you will be calculating the other trial or other event, it is already replaced. Means out of 5 marble, if I am taking out 3 marbles, so what should be remaining for the next trial? Only 2 marbles should be remaining. But with replacement means that again I have in the first trial I have taken out 3, but while considering the second trial I have replaced them. Means for the second also again how many marbles are available to me? 5 marbles are available to me, right? So individually or independently, every time I will have the different marbles, the same number of marbles when the question is of with replacement, right? So this was all regarding the discrete random variable. Now we move on to the second category of the random variable, that we call it as a discrete random continuous random variable. After discrete random variable, we discuss about the continuous random variable. So give the heading probability function or probability distribution of continuous random variable. How we identify the continuous random variable? Continuous random variable is identified by as non-countably infinite number of terms are there. Non-countably infinite number of variables are there, and in that case we say that it is continuous random variable. So for continuous random variable, we will be discussing about the probability function. Like in the earlier case for discrete random variable, we discussed about probability function or probability distribution, and second category was distribution function or cumulative distribution for the discrete random variable. Similarly, the concepts here are also applicable for continuous random variable. So probability function or probability distribution for continuous random variable, those will be given by uh, how we identify discrete is countably infinite, continuous is non-countably infinite. Between the number -1 and 0, there are infinite number of points which cannot be counted. So these are uncountably infinite, yeah, non-countably infinite number, and in that case we call it as continuous random variable. Mostly the best point for identifying the continuous random variable is whenever the data is given between the interval means a less than equal to x less than equal to b. So between a and b there lies infinite number of points. So basically when it is given in the splitted form or the interval form, we identify that as continuous random variable. So probability function or probability distribution of continuous random variable, let capital X be the continuous random variable, then small f of x is called probability function or probability density function if f of x is greater than or equal to 0, and here condition is integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 1. In case of discrete random variable, the condition was summation over x equal to 1, right? In case of discrete, the summation was equal to 1. In case of continuous, it is integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 1. So if it is a continuous random variable and f of x is called as a probability function, or here we call it as a probability density function. In case of discrete random variable, we were calling it as a probability mass function. In case of continuous random variable, it will be density function. And what are the conditions to be satisfied? F of x should be greater than or equal to 0, and secondly, integral from minus infinity to infinity f of x dx is equal to 1. So in case of continuous random variable, the probability at a particular point of x generally 0. Therefore, we find the probability between a and b. So whenever we have to calculate, see, instead of minus infinity to infinity, the interval starts from a and ends at b. So rather than calculating the integration between minus infinity to infinity, I will be calculating it between a to b. So probability of a less than equal to x less than equal to b is integral a to b f of x dx. So always find out the probability whenever it is asked between certain points. Clear up to this? I hope everybody is noting down.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So for continuous random variable, this will be defined as or identified as density function. Integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 1. Probability between a to b will be integral a to b f of x dx. How that probability is calculated? For any between two values, it will be integrated between those values, which is equated with 1. So if the symbol less than or equal to is replaced by less than, still the value is same. So if it is a less than equal to x less than equal to b, it is similar to a less than x less than b. It is similar to a less than x less than equal to b. It is similar to a less than equal to x less than b. So whenever it is either less than or equal to or less than, the meaning remains the same. The value to be calculated, the condition or the implication of that particular thing remains the same. Ultimately, you have to integrate it between a to b and integrate the given f of x between a to b and get the values or get the answer. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, noted up to this.
Yes, sir.
Example, a random variable capital X has a density function f of x is equal to, see here, for defining f of x, everywhere it will be probability density function. They will use the word as probability function or probability density function. So density function is given by f of x is equal to k e to the power minus 3x, x is greater than 0 and 0 for x is less than or equal to 0. Find constant k, find the probability for 1 less than x less than 3, find the probability for x greater than equal to 2, find the probability for x less than 1. These are the various probabilities or the values to be calculated. But before that, what value I should know? I should know the value for k. What
K.
kind of, yes, what kind of function it is defined as? Which kind of random variable it is? Here they have used the word x as a density function. Means this f of x is what kind of random variable?
Continuous.
Yes.
Continuous.
Is it discrete or is it continuous? It is continuous. Why? The one more thing which I told you to identify it is continuous whenever it is given into interval form, splitted interval. X greater than 0. X greater than 0 means how many numbers are there greater than 0? Infinite, and those are uncountable. Therefore these cannot be counted, and hence I consider this particular random variable x has a which is having a density function as continuous random variable. What is the condition for continuous random variable? For continuous random variable, this f of x is greater than equal to 0, means k should also be positive, and integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx is also equal to 0. This is the most important condition for calculating the value of constant k. So whatever I have been asked to find the value of constant k, it will be calculated with the help of the given condition of definition of continuous random variable. F of x is always positive. Correspondingly, whatever k is there, because this function is positive, means k should also be positive, and integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx is 1. But our given function does not start from minus infinity, it starts from 0. So minus infinity to 0, what is the value of function? See, the value of function is less than or equal to 0. Less than or equal to 0 means here on the left hand side, the value starts from which number? It starts from minus infinity. And on the right hand side, it goes up to which number? It goes up to
Infinity.
infinity. But how is the function defined? For less than or equal to 0 means up to 0, from minus infinity, the function is 0. एंड फ्रॉम ग्रेटर देन 0 मीन 0 से लेकर कहां तक जाएगा पता नहीं, सो इट विल बी टिल infinity. What is the value of this function from 0 to infinity? It is k e to the power minus 3x. So for the first term it is 0, for the second term it is k e to the power minus 3x dx. Now whenever there is a negative index in the function or the integrand, you can always have the value of the integral as a finite quantity, because e to the power minus infinity क्या होता है? 0. E to the power infinity is infinity. So but here after doing the integration, it is e to the power minus infinity which is going to become 0. I hope you understood the meaning of this splitted interval and how we will be integrating it further. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So accordingly, we will be integrating it. So integral from minus infinity to 0, integral from minus infinity to 0 f of x dx plus integral 0 to infinity f of x dx equal to 1. So 0 plus integral 0 to infinity k e to the power minus 3x dx is 1. First function value of first function is 0, value of second function is k e to the power minus 3x. So here what is integration of e to the power minus 3x? Integration of e to the power minus 3x is e to the power minus 3x upon minus 3. A is outside. Put the limit 0 to infinity. E to the power minus infinity is 0. E to the power 0 is 1. So minus k by 3 into minus 1 is k by 3 equal to 1. So value of k becomes 3. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Now you put this value of k in the given function. So now, however, density function is defined as, our density function is defined as f of x is equal to 3 e to the power minus 3x for x greater than 0. It is 0 for x less than or equal to 0. Clear? So replace the value of k in the given function. So how is the density function now defined as? Density function now is defined as f of x is equal to 3 e to the power minus 3x x greater than 0 and 0 for x less than or equal to 0. Now what is the first quantity they have asked us? Constant k. Find the value of constant k. That what we have calculated. Secondly, what is the probability? Probability for 1 less than x less than 3. So what do you mean by this probability? It can be compared with a less than x less than b. How you calculate the probability for a less than x less than b? It is integral a to b f of x dx, right? Just now we have seen how to calculate.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So integral a to b f of x dx, here what are the values? 1 to 3. So how it will be integrated? It will be integrated between 1 to 3 f of x dx. Do the integration of given function. See, 1 to 3 means integral which is greater than 0. For greater than 0, what is the function to be taken? 3 to the power minus 3x. So integration किसका कर रहे हैं आप? 3 to the power minus 3x between 1 to 3. What is integration of e to the power minus 3x? It is e to the power minus 3x upon minus 3. Substitute the limits. 3 3s are 9. It will be e to the power minus 9. E to the minus 3. That is how final answer will be like this. Keep it as it is. Clear?
Yes, sir.
For x greater than equal to 2. Greater than equal to 2 means कहां तक जाएगा? What is the upper bound for this greater than equal to 2? 2 से बड़ा है, but कहां तक है उसका highest value?
Infinity.
Up to infinity. So how it is written as? Probability of x greater than equal to 2 but less than infinity. So integration will be done between which value, or limits will be taken for integration as 2 to infinity. So integrate this f of x between 2 to infinity. So 2 to infinity will be 3 e to the power minus 3x d of x dx. So integral of e to the power minus 3x is e to the power minus 3x upon minus 3. When you put upper limit as infinity, we always know e to the power minus infinity is 0. And accordingly, what is the answer coming out for this? E to the power minus 6. Check it properly. I hope it is clear. Similarly, we will be having the value for x less than 1. x less than 1 यानी लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में कहां से 1 तक वैल्यू आ रही है? It is coming from minus infinity. So how it will be written as x greater than minus infinity but less than 1. So integration will be done from minus infinity to 1. But interval is defined for greater than 0. So minus infinity to 0 and 0 to 1. I hope this integration is clear. Depending on the given interval, how we will be calculating the integration. Is this point okay? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Do the integration and find the answer. That will be calculation of all the corresponding probabilities, whatever are asked. Yes? Clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Completed? Finish writing up to this?
Yes, sir. Completed.
Probability for x greater than equal to 2 means 2 to infinity. Less than 1 means minus infinity to 1. And depending on the nature of the function, whatever is defined, we can easily calculate it and get the answer for that, right? So here, keep the answer as it is, e to the power minus 3 minus e to the power minus 9. Keep the answer as e to the power minus 6. And here the function will be from negative infinity to 0. The function is not defined because for less than or equal to 0, the function is 0. For 0, but upper limit अपना कहाँ तक है यहाँ 1. So integration will be taken from 0 to 1. So integral from 0 to 1, 3 e to the power minus 3x. So integration of e to the power minus 3x is e to the power minus 3x upon minus 3, and limits will be substituted between 0 to 1. So I am getting the answer as 1 minus e to the power minus 3. Completed up to this, everybody? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, next heading will be, as we discussed about probability function or probability density function for continuous random variable, we will be having distribution function of continuous random variable. Like in the discrete random variable, we used to write down the distribution. If you remember, it is denoted by capital F of x, right? So here also we will be calculating or writing down the distribution function for the continuous random variable. So likho distribution function of continuous random variable. The distribution function is denoted by capital F of x, and it is defined as probability less than equal to x, means minus infinity to x f of v dv. How it is expressed as integral. इसका आंसर हमेशा किस में रहेगा? It will be in the form of x. So always capital F of x, the distribution function of continuous random variable, will always be written in the form of x. So it is probability from minus infinity less than random variable less than or equal to x, means integral to be taken between minus infinity to x f of v dv. Whatever is the integration, the variable of the function should be taken as v, and integration to be done between minus infinity to v. If it is given in this way, it is x less than equal to b and x less than equal to a. So f of b minus f of a. Capital F of x is the notation which is used for distribution function. Small f of x is the notation which is used for probability density function or the probability function. And derivative of this capital F of x is a small f of x. Note, this is very important. In certain example, whenever we have to calculate the probability density function, we will always be differentiating the probability distribution function so as to get the answer. Clear? So here they have mentioned one can find the density function from the distribution function. Take the derivative of the distribution function, you can easily get the density function for that. Clear? So this is how we will be simplifying the distribution function or getting the distribution function for the given random variable. What kind of random variable here we are considering? Continuous random variable. How to identify the continuous random variable? When the given function is written in the interval form or the splitted interval form, right? This is the graphical representation. Small f of x is bounded between the limits, that is a to b, and this is your distribution function capital F of x. No need to draw this graphical representation, only just understand how it is drawn. This formula you have to keep in mind. How is capital F of x distribution function given for the continuous random variable? minus infinity to x f of v dv. What to remember? This is x less than equal to x, means minus infinity to x f of v dv. So whenever I will be asked to find the distribution function for the continuous random variable, this integration will be taken. In case of discrete random variable, it is summation. In case of continuous random variable, it is integration between the values, right? So here, what are the observations? Since f of x is greater than equal to 0, f of x lies above x-axis. It is greater than equal to 0, so this lies above x-axis. Integral minus infinity to infinity f of x dx is 1. So area under the curve, the area is under the curve and above x-axis is 1, because integration का value कितना आ रहा है? 1 आ रहा है. This represent the shaded area lying between x equal to a and x equal to b. The distribution function is monotonically increasing. This is increasing function from 0 to 1. Clear up to this, everybody? These are the points to be remembered, not to be written. It's not that required. This is just the observations to be written from this graphical representation. Now the main example related to the distribution function. Write down the question. Find the distribution function for the random variable x whose density function is given by. Find the distribution function of the random variable x whose density function is given by f of x is equal to x by 2, 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 2, and 0 otherwise. The distribution function for random variable x whose density function is f of x is equal to x by 2, 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 2, 0 otherwise. This is the density function which they have defined. Hence or otherwise find probability half less than x less than 3 by 2 and probability for x greater than 1. These are the additional values to be calculated for the given density function, right? तो पहले मुझे क्या निकालना है? Firstly, I have to calculate the distribution function for this random variable. How is distribution function for the random variable which is continuous given by? It is given by capital F of x is equal to integral minus infinity to x f of v dv. So here also in the solution, I start with for x less than 0, the distribution function will not exist. The distribution function will exist only for the given interval. So for x less than 0, f of x is equal to 0. Starting कहाँ से हो रही है interval की? Can anybody tell me what is the starting of the interval for the given function? It is starting from 0. For all values less than 0, the distribution function does not exist. Therefore, its value will always be 0. Now consider the expected interval. What is the expected interval? 0 less than equal to x less than 2. For this, distribution function is defined as minus infinity to x f of v dv. अभी x तक ही मुझे जाना है. x तक जाना है यानी उसका पहला वैल्यू कहां तक है? 0 तक है. यानी I will be moving from minus infinity to 0 and 0 to x. I have to go with the value till x. So it is written in this way. Here answer will be 1 in the last step, not in the previous steps. So always mind, here I have to write down the interval from minus infinity till x. So minus infinity to 0 and then 0 to x. बस यहीं तक रुकना है मुझे. And how the integration is done? From minus infinity to 0 the value is 0 and from minus infinity to 0 के बाद 0 to x के लिए value क्या रहेगा? It is x by 2 for every other interval. So instead of x the value over of function is v. तो मैंने function क्या लिख लिया यहाँ पर? v by 2. What is integration for v? V square by 2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
I hope this point is clear. This represents कि I have to write down the integral up to x. Up to x, how the interval is going? Minus infinity to 0, 0 to x. And therefore, we are getting the integration of this f of v for integral minus infinity to x. So for the first interval, the value is 0. For 0 to x, value is v by 2. X by 2 is nothing but v by 2. And integration of that comes out to be x square by 4. Now, what is it? X greater than 2. अभी x greater than 2 यानी x तक कैसे आएंगे? Minus infinity to 0, 0 to 2 and 2 to x. Clear? So, it is minus infinity to 0, 0 to 2 and 2 to x. This will be the final answer and it should always come out as 1. Distribution function का last value हमेशा कैसा आना चाहिए? 1 आना चाहिए. So how the interval is splitted? 0 less than equal to x less than 2 is splitted as less than 0 for the given interval and then greater than. This is how the splitting of the given interval will be. 0 लेस देन इक्वल टू एक्स लेस देन 2 का डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फंक्शन का स्प्लिट अप कैसे है? फॉर लेस देन 0 इट इज 0, फॉर द सेड इंटरवल इट इज इन द फॉर्म ऑफ x and for greater than the last value or the upper bound it should come out as 1. तो कैसे जाना है? माइनस इंफिनिटी टू 0, 0 to 2, 2 to x. अपना हाईएस्ट वैल्यू क्या है यहाँ पर लिमिट का? x है. इट शुड नॉट गो बियॉन्ड x. But greater than 2 के लिए is the function defined? No, function is defined only for this middle interval. Therefore, its answer comes out to be 1. First and last values will always be 0. So how the distribution function is written? Distribution function is written as 0 for x less than 0. For 0 to 2, it is x square by 4 and for x greater than 2, it is 1. This is what the answer we have got. Clear? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the way of writing down the distribution function for the continuous random variable. हमेशा first value will be 0, last value will be 1 and in between the answer will be always in the form of x. That is how the way of writing down the distribution function for continuous random variable is. And now calculate the probability. और इसको आप ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. Instead of doing like this, I will prefer integrating them between the limits directly. ठीक है? So how to calculate the probabilities? Probabilities to be calculated between 1 by 2 to 3 by 2 is integrate. A to B के बीच में अपन ने क्या लिखा था? इंटीग्रेशन. इंटीग्रेशन फ्रॉम A to B. F of x dx. F of x क्या है आपका? x by 2. x by 2 is valid for x by 2 कहां से कहां तक वैलिड है? 0 to 2. 1 by 2 and 3 by 2 lies between 0 to 2. बराबर है? 0 to 2 के बीच में ही वैल्यूज आती है 1 by 2 and 3 by 2. So integration between 1 by 2 to 3 by 2 of function will be integration of x by 2 and that answer comes out to be 1 by 2. And secondly for greater than 1. Greater than 1 means 1 to infinity. But अपना highest limit function का कहां तक है? Up to 2. The function is defined for 0 to 2. So I will go from 1 to 2 for the integration. 2 to infinity, the function will be 0. I hope this is clear. Is this understood? How the integration will be done and what function is to be considered?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So between 1 by 2 less than x less than 3 by 2, integration is from 1 by 2 to 3 by 2 of the given function x by 2. For x greater than 1, it is x greater than 1 but less than infinity. So 1 to infinity is 1 to 2, 2 to infinity. Why I have taken this as 2? Because function का upper bound क्या है यहाँ पर? Function is defined for 2 only, up to 2. So this will be f of x and this will be 0. So what is integration of x by 2? Integration of x by 2 is x square by 2. x square by 2 into 2, that is x square by 4. And what is the value of integration there? 3 by 4. Is this clear?
Yes, sir.
This is how the integration will go ahead in case of continuous random variable. आई बात समझ में? Completed up to this?
No, sir.